Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be a Patreon game from BillNye and MACHINEBerg. They're back, man! Woo, the first 2v2 I cast between, with these two players, not between these two players because they are teammates, features something I've never ever seen before in StarCraft 2. If you want to see it, let me know. I'll link it to you in the description and reply to you with a comment. There are not so many comments these days, so I can read every single one and reply if I need to. So topside Rhoskallian, we have our red-blue team. It is BillNye, the science guy. Bill. We also have MACHINEBerg over here, the NITFB. Not in the front... Not in the front box? I don't know what that is. South side, it's the enemy. It's going to be SirHood versus Syphallus. Spelled incorrectly, which is entertaining to me. Very funny to me, just because generally STDs these days go to people who are kind of uneducated and maybe don't know how to spell syphilis properly. That is a generality, but I kind of feel like it holds up. So it's going to be a TP versus a TP. No Zerg anywhere here today in this 2v2 for your Sunday. Hit that like button if you're excited for an excellent 2v2 that's being sent in as a Patreon cast from Bill or MACHINEBerg here. The first time I cast them, I had no idea if they were patrons or the other ones were. So, so one of these guys is a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month, giving him the right to send me one replay once a month. Any replay. He doesn't have to be playing in it, and I will cast it and put it on the main channel. This probe is dead. Oh, good juking here. Good juking, MACHINEBerg. Letting those shields... heal up. Now you're trapped inside the shared main base of SirHood and Syphallus. You cannot get out. Is that a Banshee portrait? Is that a... I don't know, man. Maybe a... I can't remember, but let me know in the comments if you know what it is. So, we've got ourselves a Reaper coming from BillNye here. We've got, there we go. SirHood killing the scouting probe here. Syphallus. Syphallus, man. Go back to work. Go back to work. It's a Reaper hop-up spot. What is that word? Hidden. Hidden by smoke. And I guess this is scouting, right? Bam. Bam. Oh, so it's a Reaper. It is a Reaper here, so pull back your Reaper, SirHood, and we have Reaper battles to do. Oh, first hit from SirHood's Reaper. Run. Run. Oh, so it's two Reapers versus one, and the angles are... Oh my gosh, just enough to get a kill there from SirHood's Reaper. Second blood. Oh wait, never mind. There have been three other deaths here, so fourth blood. Early Stargate here from MACHINEBerg. Adept, versus Reaper is favored in the Adept's favor here. BillNye throwing up a command center inside his main base where it is safe here, and Reaper down as well. So blocking off the Reaper hop-up spot with supply depots is BillNye. That's a good idea here on Rhoskallian. I feel like Rhoskallian was a 1v1 map, but maybe it's been repurposed into a 2v2? So, 2 base versus 2 base here. We've got ourselves a little bit of a mirror matchup. Oracle on the way, Twilight Council on the way here from MACHINEBerg. Oracle on the way from Syphallus, and a Stalker and a Shield Battery. 39 and 32 to 29 and 48, man. Syphallus is macroing hard. He's got 35 workers compared to 22, 27, and 27 from the other players here. So, excellent job making probes. You don't know how to spell Syphallus, but you do know how to macro. So for that, I respect you. Oracle coming out. We cannot defend Oracles with Oracles, but that's a Stalker and another Stalker and a Shield Battery here. So I think this Oracle is not going to get very many kills here. We've got a Marine tank composition here from BillNye and a Liberator in production as well. Ah. Ping, ping, ping. Hey, look. It's an Oracle throwing down a Stasis Ward. Bam. Bam. How many kills is this Oracle going to get? 2 at least. And 2. 2 kills. Yep. So not very many kills there because we are so prepared for that Oracle. Syphallus is on fire right now. Let's see who's going to be brave enough to take a third base in this. Looks like we're going to be just a little bit defensive here. Is BillNye. And missile turrets and Phoenix scouting out and taking down that Oracle of Syphallus's. So he did get a scout off. He knows we're making Phoenix. He knows there's a missile turret here. He knows there are 2. Oh, hang on a second. Do we know? We do not know that there are 2 barracks here. All right, fair enough. And bam, Viking taking down yet another Oracle. So 2 Oracles down already. We know how to deal with Oracles, these 2 teams say. We see them all the time. Chrono boosting your Twilight Council because, I guess, just a little bit of the upgrade here for charge was there. Fair enough. Fair enough, I say. What's the plot? What's the plot going to be here, guys? Is anyone doing anything crazy in this game? We're going to try to see battle cruisers in this matchup. Well, it's going to be a Cyclone. Cyclone here can be pretty good. Interesting ping. He's like, head over that way with your drop. I mean, Medevacs, maybe head over that way. Yeah, Medevacs, are we going to pick up? Or are we going to try to just go over there straight up? For healing purposes, it looks like Syphallus does want to go for a third base. As the third base is warping in for MACHINEBerg. He's the first one to go for that third. So that's a ping. That's a Zelnaga Watchtower being held, recognizing, okay, so they see the move out, they see it coming, and that's like 9/10 of this whole deal. If you see the push coming out from your enemy, you are so much better able to deal with it in a massive, massive way. So the enemy was holding the 2 Zelnaga Watchtowers. They see what's coming. They see Stalkers. They see Phoenix. They see an Adept. They see Marines, and they see tanks. What they're going to want here, siege tanks, yes. They're definitely going to want siege tanks. A bunch of Stalkers can fight here pretty well, too, with good micro, at least, against the Marines and against the siege tanks. And it is more Stalkers here from Syphallus than our guy MACHINEBerg has. So 13 for Syphallus and only 6 for MACHINEBerg. So big number advantage on that one. But MACHINEBerg's third base is happening, looking good. And I think maybe he was going to try to expand here, but then the attack was coming and he got a little bit afraid. And I think this is just straight up Stalker fight. This is a win. Yeah, this is MACHINEBerg being like, oh, no, absolutely not. Not winning that battle. Not even close. Ugh, Marines getting wiped out. Just a single Marine dying there. Working together is kind of key to this whole team stuff. Jumping right on in and lifting the tanks. Beautiful lift on the tanks there. They get killed immediately. Now we just got to deal with the enemy Stalkers, of which there happen to be many from Syphallus. So we are fighting straight up here. My goodness, the battle. The Stalkers are doing very well. The siege tank is not helping. Fall back to the siege tank. If the siege tank had been helping the whole time, I think it goes a lot better. But now there's a tank on the high ground firing on your siege tank. And the Stalkers and the Marines and the siege tank managed to shut that thing down. So good engagement overall there, I think, from Team North. But then the Stalker count of Syphallus was way too much. He still has 12 Stalkers. He's still at 86 supply. Absolutely fantastic hold there. Delayed the third base to get more Stalkers out, and that's what kept them alive. Team South looking good. DT Blink is on the way from MACHINEBerg. Interesting. That is called Shadow Stride. Been around for a very long time. Yeah, one of my favorite games I've ever cast in StarCraft 2 is this dude who just went mass Blink Stalker with Shadow Stride at the Master's level, and he was beating people with it. I think his name was Steven. I think it was a really kind of generic StarCraft name. If you want a link to that, let me know. I can probably dig it out for you. Again, let me know in a comment and be like, hey, I want to see that Mass DT Blink game that you were talking about, Falcon. And it was from years and years ago. I want to say, like, pre-COVID. Like 2017, 2018, maybe. Ah, the good times. The good times in the StarCraft history. So BillNye tries to get a third base, but guess who's here? All the Stalkers of Syphallus. So is he going after SCVs? Looks like he's going after SCVs. He loses the ops to a missile turret here. But third base is lifting and running. Might not die. Should be able to get in here. SCVs pulled to repair at the last second. They do. Oh, the blink in, though, to the main base. DT's hacking away. A scan from SirHood allows the DTs to be detected and largely killed here. Blinking up into the main base. This is looking bad. Syphallus is playing extraordinarily well. Floating a bunch of cash here. And I don't know about this. Is that a Brood War Siege Tank? I think it is. I haven't seen a Brood War Siege Tank skin in StarCraft yet. Anywho, look at that circle of life here. Just that concave of life on the command center. It's not keeping everything else alive. Here comes the unload. Responding to this. A bunch of charge lots. They're getting stuck now. They're getting past their friends and getting in here. It is a big-time attack. BillNye at 73 supply. But they're able to force it back. Their macro is sufficient to have enough army to push that army back. This has been one heck of a nice back and forth. Third base from SirHood right here, which is interesting, I guess. Third base from Syphallus running 54 workers to 55, 64, and 35. BillNye's economy is not as good after that attack and after losing a bunch of SCVs at the third base. Or was it over here? He tried to get the third base? Maybe... yeah, it was over here, not here. Interesting. I don't know. People are taking expansions in weird places on Rhoskallian right now, at least in this particular game. Concussive Shell on the way from SirHood. Wonderful. More tanks, more marines, more marauders, and a +2 attack coming in from our guy, BillNye, the science guy. Bill indeed. So Syphallus, I would like to have some splash damage from Syphallus. I would. I appreciate he's really good at Blink Stalkers. Okay, there's some beautiful Blink Micro. That's what we're here about, man. Getting that Blink Micro. But eventually, the Marauders are here, the DTs are here, the Zealots are here. And then the reinforcements from your guy are here, too. Yeah, DT's getting sniped out. Trying to make DTs frontline warriors is just not a good move, I don't think, from Team BillNye and MACHINEBerg. Oh, the stalker count from Syphallus is insane. It's 109 and 108 supply for Team South, 98 and 88 for Team North. It's not like Team North doesn't have anything going for him. They're producing pretty effectively here, too. Expanding to the left side again is BillNye, trying to get a third and a fourth base up to make up for the fact that his third base basically almost died. He must have floated it over here. I don't know. I don't actually know. Whoa, let's not type anything. Trying to get some different camera angles in here. Maybe a little bit of get rid of the HP sometimes, but decides not to go up here. Worried about siege tanks on the high ground, understandably so. And falling back. Upgrades across the board here. We're looking at a +1 attack for BillNye, a +1/+1 for MACHINEBerg, a +1/+1 for SirHood, and a +1/+1 for Syphallus. So everybody keeping up on the upgrades. You can probably take this planetary down with these Blink Stalkers, especially with +1. Their armor is 2 in the latest patch instead of 3, which is nuts. DT does kill a siege tank. That DT is worth it, I would say. This is not even a planetary. What if... oh, just... he doesn't want to engage from the low ground, but he will be the one on the high ground if you ask him to be. SirHood is not actually fighting in this battle, I don't think. Where is SirHood? Yeah, he's got obs with him. These DTs are not going to trick him by any stretch, but dude, I need some splash damage from you, Syphallus. Even charge lots, I would allow that to be a splash damage substitute in this game. You can't just win this with Blink Stalker. Not against Terran, maybe against Zerg, sure. Maybe against Zerg, but not against Terran. This push from Team North is looking pretty darn strong. There you go. Finally, SirHood joins the party. And it is just abject chaos on display here at 13 minutes. Oh, getting out of there is BillNye, but teammate, there you go, finally gets the memo. It's been a wonderful back and forth. Both teams have gone to really great heights to try to get the enemy dead, but they're refusing to fall over. They're refusing to die. Okay, a little bit of a drop here from BillNye. Kills a few SCVs. There's another one down. There's another one down. Whoa, I think that one hit inside an assimilator. It doesn't really matter. That's a 5-kill Marauder. He did his job. I'll give him an A+ on that. 5 kills before you die. If all Marauders had 5 kills, Terran would never be defeated. That's a great kill-death ratio. Seriously, though. Dude. This, okay, well, he's got Zealots now. Do they have charge? They do. Hey, he's getting a Robotics Bay. All right. Let's see. Maybe a little Colossus would be good. Little Disruptor shot would be good. Feedback getting tossed down on a couple of those medevacs. It is jumping on SirHood. Smoking a smaller army. Once you recognize that, you can pounce on it. You're feeling all right. SirHood under 100 supply right now. Here come the charge lots. You got to kite against those babies. Storm is coming in. That's right. Our guy MACHINEBerg throwing down storms like crazy. He's got the splash damage. He's a responsible Protoss player. Beautiful stuff. Not that any of this stuff is like Zerglings or Hydras, but it still does a lot of damage without a doubt. And suddenly, it's looking pretty good. BillNye and MACHINEBerg have a tiny, tiny advantage. However, their High Templar are getting sniped and chased back. Big charge lot group chasing these dudes down. They do not have any medevacs to heal them up at all. Trying to storm them a little bit at least. Again, Storm not incredible in StarCraft 2, but still pretty good. And now suddenly on the back foot again. As the Zealots wipe it out, morphing in Archon in the middle of the battle. His own charge lots come in here from MACHINEBerg, but they're supported by Marines. SirHoods are supported by Marines and a Siege Tank and a couple Marauders. Dude, this is really problematic. No, don't lose your Immortal because you're attacking a bunch of Marines with it. Actually, not a bunch of Marines. That was okay. That was not enough army to deal with an Immortal. Doesn't take much to deal with an Immortal if you're a Terran player, but a handful of Marines will get the job done more often than not. Siege Tanks, not so much. Marauders, not either. But you know that. BillNye expanding down the left side. Again, expanding up the right side is SirHood. This is some high-level 2v2, man. I'm enjoying it immensely. The play from these guys has both been really good. 4-star gates being produced at the same time for MACHINEBerg. What's he going? Void Rays? What's he going? Carriers? What's he going? Tempests? He's got a lot of options with this Stargate, and it is Void Rays. Oh, I don't know about Void Rays when there's an enemy Terran. Whenever I'm in a team game and my team Protoss goes for Void Rays and the enemy has a Terran, I'm like, but also, what if you didn't do that? Anyway, ghosts are being produced by SirHood. We might get some nukes in this game. We might not. Maybe just for EMPs, which is the more common usage of ghosts in 2025. $153, $117, $128, $119. I think Team North is ahead, but not by a lot. I haven't really seen numbers down there that have made me feel like any player is crazy ahead, but this high ground position is so annoying. Enemies come up here, they take down your SCVs. Oh, getting flanked a little bit, and it is Colossus. Aw, the flank attack. Marauders on the left side, Marines on the right side. Maybe not what you want to see here, because the Colossus are tearing through those Marines. Good golly. 7 and 8 kills on those Colossus, just joining the party. BillNye down to 108 supply. He was at 150 just a second ago. That could not have gone worse for him. MACHINEBerg's got some Zealots fighting, though. Killing a couple Marauders and whatnot. Are you attacking your own Siege Tank there, Syphallus? Or your teammate's Siege Tank, maybe by accident. Maybe a bit of a misclick there. Who knows? So, how are Void Rays going to do against Colossus? Really good. Against Marauders, also pretty good. Against the Marines. It's the Marines that are the problem. So here we go. And they're really good at... Oh, good. Storm there. Yeah, you know what? Void Rays... That Stalker count is kind of hefty coming from the backside, however. Good golly, the attack coming in there. The Void Rays, Prismatic Alignment. There's Prismatic Alignment. Helps you kill the Colossus faster when you have it on. It makes you slower, though. Trying to fight these Stalkers. One Void Ray does go down to the Stalkers. Another one goes down. The Colossus are still alive. The Void Rays are getting obliterated by the Stalker boys as expected, but not entirely. One remains after that battle. Another one joins the party there too. And Colossus, 5 kills on, or Void Ray rather, 5 kills on this 28 hit point Colossus. DTs and Void Rays seem to be the play of the game here from MACHINEBerg. SirHood taps out, says this is too much of an army. His teammate goes with him, and that's a GG. Team BillNye and MACHINEBerg come out on top in one heck of a display. What an absolutely crazy showing there. Wow. What a great play there from MACHINEBerg. The Void Rays and the DTs with DT Blink. How many upgrades did the DTs have there? It was a +3/+3/+3 Void Rays with DT Blink. Holy smokes. The Void Rays don't have any upgrades, but these DTs are super jacked, man. Wow, full shield upgrades, full armor upgrades, and full attack upgrades. That was great. And look at BillNye still expanding. Wow, a lot of places to expand here on Rhoskallian, and BillNye took advantage of all of them. Good Marine, good Marauder. +2 attack and +1 attack for the Marines and Marauders, so not quite at the level of your teammate here, MACHINEBerg, but good macro anyway. How many resources were lost here today? 17,000 from BillNye, 22 from MACHINEBerg, 24 and 26 from SirHood and Syphallus. Yeah, that is a big-time problem at the end of the day there. Where are my Colossus that died? Are they not showing? There they are, 5. 5 Colossus died from Syphallus, 91 Stalkers, and 60 Zealots. Kind of feel like he could have gotten a Colossus a little bit earlier. It would have gone better for him, but at the end of the day, the Void Rays were kind of the answer to them anyway. DTs dying from Syphallus, big-time deaths all over the place. 25 SCVs died for our guy BillNye, and 2, 8, and 3 for everybody else. It was that one attack at the third base of BillNye that he never replanted, by the way, that really hurt his economy. But at the end of the day, 96 SCVs. Incredible macro from BillNye here. Great stuff. So, fantastic. Really, really great back and forth on the 2v2. End of the day, the Void Rays kind of made the difference, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been a Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.